it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I have a Christmas project for you. And it's using the dashing deer and matching detailed deer framelets from the Autumn Winter catalogue. This one is the one that we're using and is therefore not in here. So, this is a slightly different style of card for me because it's that way. As opposed to a tent, it's just a standard fold, but it's cut long and thin. So just a half sheet of A4, but cut long and thin and scored down the middle. So we're using the Joyous Noel Designer Series paper as well, which is gorgeous. It is to die for. And we're going to be doing some heat embossing, and we're also using the Joyous Noel glimmer paper, which comes in Merry Merlot, Tranquil Tide and Copper from memory. So let's get started because we have a few things to do. So in my little, oops, let's throw something on the floor. That's always a good start. Right, a piece of Designer Series paper. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is grab a piece of Whisper White, just a scrap of Whisper White, and I've got the detailed deer, this one, mounted up, and this is on an E-block. And I have got some Merry Merlot ink. Now, this is one of those distinct stamps, so you want to try and keep it all on the ink pad. So don't kind of go over the edge of the ink pad. Make sure you stay within the ink pad. Get it well inked up, and then let's see which is going to be the most efficient way to do this. No, I think I was right the first time. Just stamp that down and up, and there we go. And I've slightly over inked there, but I think we'll get away with it because his feet are covered. So yes, really pretty, and it's got that background within the stamp, so it's not a two-step stamp, it's just the one step. It just does it all for you. So that's all we need the Merry Merlot for. I'll pop the stamp over to clean in a moment. I'm then going to run this through my Big Shot. In fact, I'll probably lose the bit that's wrong. Not wrong, but, you know, over-stamped. Because then I've got to get some glue going on this. So, I hope you are enjoying the Autumn Winter catalogue. It's been out for quite a while now, so you should be very used to it. If you still don't have a copy, do let me know. There's a catalogue request form over on my blog, so you can always do that, and you can request either the Autumn Winter or the Annual, or indeed both. And of course, if you want both, I can pop them both in the same packet and get them out to you at the same time, which saves time and postage. So there we go. Just poke out the bits that are holes rather than deer. Now you do need to be a little bit careful when you take it out, but there is our beautiful deer. Pop that back in there for the moment. So I've already die cut one in copper foil, and I'm just going to grab some multi-purpose liquid adhesive. My brain went completely dead there for a moment. So yes, glue, and just add a little bit, not a huge amount, to the back of our stamped deer, just on sort of strategic points. And then I'm going to stick this onto our copper deer. Just very carefully pick that up. And just checking how I had it before, which was that way, so that the copper is to the left of the deer. And then I'm going to, with my dirty stamp still attached, pop that underneath my E-block, because that will help it stick together. So while we're doing that, I have already cut with the second from largest of the layering oval dies a piece of designer series paper, and it's the one that's got the sort of snow on the back and this pattern on the front. And I'm going to, there it is, add some embossing buddy, because we're going to use the buffalo check stamp. I'm going to leave it in its packet because I don't need to take it out. It's got a bit. That's better. Got a smit. A couple of smits. Right. So add some Versamark ink onto your stamp. Just make sure it's well inked up. And then take your designer series paper and pop it onto your stamp, and then just gently, without moving the paper, rub the back of it so that it's all nicely inked. Do remember to go round the edge and then bring it up, and now I will clean that later. And then grab our, actually, no, I will grab our copper embossing powder, and then it's the next bit I'll do later. So we'll add the embossing powder, and the trick here is to find a bit that's not got ink on it, and that's what you want to hold. Right, I have got an owl, which is a little annoying. So I've got some of it very well and truly inked up, and some of it with an owl, but we're going to be covering up quite a lot of it, so I don't think it's going to matter. It'll be our little secret. Right, so that's that. I've then got, somewhere here, a scrap from that piece of designer series paper. And this is 7/8 wide, and I'm going to take the Happiest Christmas Wishes stamp and ink that up with Versamark, oops, and put some embossing buddy on, always a plan, and then towards the left stamp. I'm hoping I didn't do what I think I might have done. I think I might have smudged it. No, I got away with it. Ha! Wonderful. Right, okay, so that's that all embossing powdered. So, time to heat up the heat gun and grab the trusty cheese board so that we can heat emboss both of these pieces. Let me just pick that up. I just want to flick the back gently. There we go. Right, so heat up the heat gun. I'm sorry about the noise, not much I can do about it, but there we go. Let's bring in my, let's move that one for the moment, bring in a piercing tool. So pop that to one side to cool and bring in our sentiment. And close that noise off. Now the key to heat embossing on designer series paper is to make sure that your heat tool is well and truly hot. Otherwise it's going to be Not so easy. Now, this is a piece of the same glimmer paper, and that is 1, 2, 3, just over 3 inches long. It's a bit of an arbitrary length, and I'm going to take the tailored tag punch and just flag the end, and it's 1 inch wide is the bits I forgot to tell you. And just, there we go. And then also flag the end of our Christmas wishes, and I want it to be quite close to the end. Perfect. And by using the tailored tag punch, you know that the flag is going to be the same angle. You could do it just with scissors, but I have the tailored tag punch, so I'm going to use it. Tear and tape, lots of tear and tape, because we're sticking to glimmer paper, which is always a challenge. Whoops. Take all of the backing off the tear and tape, that would be a plan. There we go. Pop that on, and it just gives you that little bit of an edge round the... I'm terribly sorry about the lighting. I'm filming this rather later than I had planned, and I've just realised the lighting is appalling. Right, let's get any loose embossing powder off the back. And again, lots of tear and tape on the back of this because it's going on top of the glimmer paper. You can use liquid adhesive, and in fact that's what I used on my original, but for the sake of speed you do need it to properly dry, so for the sake of speed I'm using tear and tape. But as a general rule, and this is with the largest scalloped oval. Good grief, I really have lost the will to speak, or the power of speech apparently. Right, press that from the back, and we're jolly nearly there. Right, so our designer series paper, which is a lovely deer, which is the snowflakes on the back, and I've got that cut at 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and I'm trying to find my snail. There we are. Add some snail to the back of that. And pop that on our card base. Wonderful. I'm kind of going to build this from the wrong side, but hey, there we go. Some more tear and tape on the back of this. Pop that down towards the bottom of our card. And I'm going to leave that attached for the moment. Well, I'll take the very last bit off, but I'm going to leave everything else attached. And then this goes on top here. And I want this gap because I've got my ribbon to go in. So this I can stick down with multi-purpose adhesive. And you just need a scribble. And just pop that there. And then get our deer, which is now nicely squished together, and we're covering up that piece perfectly. So again, some liquid adhesive on the back here, and you just need it in some strategic places just to make sure that things are held down. You could use the multi-purpose sheet, the adhesive sheet, when you die cut the copper. That would be an option. Sorry, I was picking up the tear and tape with my bracelet, which was not really helpful. So yes, when you die cut the copper, you could put multi-purpose adhesive on the back, the sheet, which is lovely. It's very useful. And then let me just pop that on there for a moment, get rid of the tear and tape before I pick it up again. Right, now I need the gorgeous, absolutely amazing, to die for, Merry Merlot and copper ribbon. It's gorgeous. It's copper on one side and Merry Merlot on the other. And I'm just going to tie one of my double loop Auntie Betty bows. And play with it. Now I want this to also be copper. So I'm going to have to do some twisting, but I'm going to get everything a little bit further on before I do. Right, now twist that so that it's the copper side, and then you can tighten up your bow, and that kind of helps trap it that way up. That's probably for camera about as good as I'm going to get. And then grab my snips and snip. There we go. Okay. Oops, that's not even. It's not even. That's better. Right, now a glue dot. So one glue dot. Now I have found that it works best if you put the glue dot down and then pop your ribbon on. And there we go. 2 dashing dear Christmas cards. I think they are gorgeous. I hope you agree. They're just so pretty, and it's really not that complicated. It's just heat embossing and some stamping and die cutting. So if those are skills that you have in your crafty arsenal, it's not a complicated card at all. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to have more dashing deer soon. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe, I will be thrilled if you would subscribe. At the moment, I am 10 subscribers off getting 5,000, and I would like, for a birthday present, 5,000 by the 1st of November, the 1st of November being my birthday. It would be just amazing if I had 5,000 subscribers by that stage. So if you don't already subscribe and would like to do so, that would be great. If you need any products and you're in the UK, there's a link to my online store below. All the dimensions and a list of all the products are over on my blog, and the associated blog post is again linked below. So yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!